Okay, Scott Maxim here with Brendan Harvey for our fourth game of this Sunday of the Glodzik tournament. Matchup between Christ the King and the West Rutland White team. Both teams, this is their first round game for them. Some of the girls teams did play yesterday, but this is their first matchup. I believe they did play during the season, but I'm not sure how they did against each other. And then Brendan's just shaking his head at me, so I'm guessing he doesn't know. I just want to remind everybody as you're watching, all of our officials, scorers, are all volunteers that work to help support the West Rutland Booster Club, and probably one of the best tournaments around. Wouldn't you agree, Brendan?
Definitely.
So it looks like the girls are coming out and they're trying to match up in a man-to-man. In this tournament, they don't have to play man. They can play zone. It is real basketball once you get to the Glodzik tournament. So it looks like we have Hannah Rivers jumping against, looks like number 5, who is not in our book. So Christ King has the ball off the opening tip, and they're working it around. It looks like West Rutland has dropped back into a zone to start the game.
They're really trying to keep the paint congested so they don't have an inside game.
Which really forces teams to shoot a lot of jump shots, and we have a travel. We have a travel. Number 8 was trying to step through, Cecily McCormick. Cecily's also a soccer player who spends time at soccer camp with me in the summer. It's good to see her doing something else. And Christ the King came out. It looked like they were in a man-to-man and wins the ball back on a steal. Cecily McCormick, nice behind the back dribble. West Rutland is staying in that zone. They have that lane congested. There's no room for the pass. And it sneaks through. Up and off the rim. Nice rebound. Up again. One tough thing about playing a zone is it's always hard to match up with people when you have to box out and get the rebound. And a lot of people are left unguarded around the basket.
Definitely.
Nice rebound by Alyssa Perkins. Gets the ball up to Madison Guay, who brings it up over the timeline. Moves it over to Caitlin Shutt, who's being aggressively guarded. Christ the King is really, really playing high defense. They are all the way up by the half-court line. Gonna get a steal back by Alyssa Perkins. Ball's on the deck, and we get a jump ball. The ball will go to West Rutland underneath the hoop. Both teams still looking for the first basket of the game. Gets the ball in, and the shot is blocked by McCormick. Pushing it forward.
Looks like Christ the King's trying to push it up, looking for those easy baskets.
Get an outside shot, off the mark. Alyssa Perkins grabs another rebound for West Side. This West Rutland team looks like it's primarily a 5th grade group this year. I know our teams are split in half. So I think this is primarily a 5th grade group that's on the floor for the West Rutland team. Christ the King's doing a really nice job moving the ball around the outside of the zone. They're having a hard time penetrating into the lane. And we get our first basket of the game, scored by number 3, Catherine Dugan. That makes it 2-0.
Yes. Passing away with the drive.
Gets it in. It's one and done for West Rutland right now. Christ the King's doing a really nice job of getting the ball. And we get a foul on Caitlin Shutt on the reach. Be Christ the King's ball down underneath the hoop. Looks like we got our first subs coming into the game. We got Mallory McGinnis replacing Caitlin Shutt. And we're not sure who else is coming off the court. Oh, Becky Sanderson. And Haley Parker is on the court for her. Nice inbound pass to number 5, which we will have to find out because she's not in our program. I don't know if a number changed, but she is not listed in our program anywhere. I think she just gets... I was just informed by Christ the King that that's Emily Hathaway, number 5, who had the last bucket and the last steal. Mather McGinnis with the rebound, gets it into Madison Gway's hand, comes up over the timeline. Alyssa Perkins with the ball. She gets into the paint and is surrounded immediately by Christ the King and still forces it up and gets it to fall. 4-2.
That'll be West Rutland's first basket of the night.
Yeah, it's a slow-moving game right now. It seems like Sunday morning, maybe they're trying to get the jitters out of being a tournament game. You know, this being such a big tournament and the girls finally becoming part of it last year. Cicely McCormick hits a nice jumper from the foul line. Brendan actually got to play in this tournament twice as a West Rutland player, and I know he really enjoyed it. It's a really great tournament for the youth of this area. Was your experience a positive experience when you're in it, besides the fact that you didn't get to play on Friday night?
Oh, definitely. It really gets you used to, you know, the next level middle school basketball. Gets you used to the pressure of those the next level games.
Yeah, and it's a nice bridge because they can't play anything other than man during the regular season. There's not a lot of full court pressure, but once you get in this tournament, like I said, all those 5th and 6th grade rules go out the window and it becomes real basketball. They are all over Alyssa Perkins, and they get a held ball, and it will go back to Christ the King. Yeah, once again, the West Rutland Booster Club and all their volunteers put on this tournament for free. All of our officials, our volunteer officials, the teams get to come and play for free. It's a free registration as long as they put in their paperwork. They can come play, and the Booster Club puts a lot of the money right back into the West Rutland athletic program. Oh, we get a nice basket in the center of the lane. I believe they told us that was Emily Hathaway that's wearing number 5 instead of number 4 like in your program. Perkins forces a pass into the lane and it gets stolen by Christ the King, and they're out on the run. Number 3 puts up the shot.
Catherine Dugan. Catherine Dugan with the shot.
Seems to keep coming back to Catherine Dugan. She finally makes it, but the whistle had blown. We have a foul on West Rutland on the floor. So it's going to be Christ the King's basketball down underneath. We have a 8-2 score with just under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cicely McCormick with a long shot.
And Catherine Dugan.
She seems to be right around that hoop. She's not very big in stature, but she gets a lot of rebounds and she gets a lot of shots off. She's a Brendan Harvey player.
Definitely.
Haley Parker gives it back to Hannah Rivers, and nice strip. And once again, Catherine Dugan is just right in the middle of everything. She just picked up a steal there. And that'll do it for the first quarter. We have a 10-2 lead for Christ the King, and we'll take a short break. And we're back. We're getting ready to start the second quarter with Christ the King leading by a score of 10-2 over one of the host teams, West Rutland Golden Horde. It'll be West Rutland's basketball coming out. West Rutland has struggled to get anything going on the offensive end. Once again, the girls are all matching up again. We'll see if West Rutland comes out in a man-to-man. They have been primarily playing zone. So the matchup at center court is not necessary. I think they're just all programmed to do it from the regular season. So the ball comes in play, and we get a quick steal by Cicely McCormick for Christ the King. A lot of fancy ball handling there. She went behind her back, She gets all the way to the rim and scores with her left hand. Nice left hand by Cecily McCormick.
Madison Guay really looking to push up the ball, maybe try to break this defense.
It looks like West Rutland might be running a 5-out, but not seeing a lot of cutting action after the pass. So they're having a hard time getting the ball into scoring regions. Cecily McCormick with the ball up top. It looks like they're looking to pass around the outside and get it to the foul line.
Trying to break the zone.
They seem pretty content just to hold on to the ball right now. And they do nice ball work or down around and get it into a nice shooting position. Good Madison Guay pushing the ball up the floor. Gets it into the corner. Finds Alyssa Perkins up at top.
Trying to get into the paint there.
That paint is just loaded with players. It's hard for anybody to get anywhere right now. Hannah Rivers makes a nice spin. And Catherine Dugan just slid in and made a nice stop there. Got on some help defense on Hannah Rivers. Ball's lost out of bounds, but it'll be West Rutland's basketball. With 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, a 12-2 score in favor of Christ the King. Get the ball in underneath to Madison Guay.
And one.
Makes the basket and one. What a nice shot, under pressure and fouled. Madison Guay can go to the line and cut this Christ the King lead down to 7. Maybe that'll get the ball rolling for West Rutland. Get another basket in there, and this could make it a little exciting here. Get an and one. Off the rim. West Rutland's going to drop back, and it looks like they're going to fall right back into their zone again. Trying to protect that paint, trying to keep them away from the easy, close shots. Catherine Dugan with a nice dribble drive, kicks it back out.
Cecily McCormick really trying to, again, look at the outside.
Yeah, she does. She does a nice job of running the point. She's really composed and she moves the ball around. And Christ the King's just being really patient. They're hanging on to the ball. This is about a 30-second possession right now, but it doesn't seem like they're panicking or anything. They're moving the ball around. They just need to find a way to get it into that lane. Ooh. Oh, Catherine Dugan again on the boards. Catherine Dugan, that's got to be her 4th or 5th offensive rebound of this game, this early game. Oh, we're seeing our first press. Looks like a man-to-man press. Alyssa Perkins breaks it with the dribble, gets all the way to the rim, and it's off the front of the rim.
Cecily McCormick really trying to push it up.
Nice play down underneath by Caitlin Shutt to deny that pass in low. Oh, good hands by Madison Guay. Good hustle play to keep it for Christ the King. Cecily McCormick just being patient again. They're working the ball through her. She is definitely their playmaker. She finds the right spots. Catherine Dugan puts up a shot. Alyssa Perkins gets the ball. Nice spin dribble at the half-court line. Puts up a shot. And we get a held ball.
Christ the King ball.
West Rutland's playing some pretty good defense right now. They're not giving up many points, but they got to start capitalizing on some of these offensive opportunities so they can close this gap a little bit. Hannah Rivers does a nice job sliding up in the center of the zone. Oh, and got a basket by Dugan. She's having a wonderful game for Christ the King. She's getting steals, rebounds, and points. Force pass over the top, gets stolen by number 33, Stephanie Allen. Dugan again with a shot, and up and again, it's good.
Dugan seems to be all over the court today. Offensively and defensively.
We had a stoppage when we got a we got a timeout called by West Rutland. We will take a short break. It's 16-4, Christ the King. And we're back coming out of a timeout called by West Rutland. We got 2:08 left in the first half. Christ the King with a 12-point lead, 16-4. Once again, we're coming out and the girls are all matching up. And we'll see if West Rutland's going to change their strategy at all here. They've been in zone from the start. And we'll see if when they go back on defensive possession, if they are going to wind up playing a man. Cecily McCormick's up pressuring. Looks like they're looking to trap. Hannah Rivers gets around the corner. Dugan closes it down really nicely.
Alyssa Perkins with a pick off by number 5, Hannah.
Emily Hathaway. Yep. So set back up in the ball, getting the ball in the McCormick's hands. Oh, Hathaway wide open at the foul line, puts up a shot, and it misses everything. It'll be West Rutland's ball underneath. Mallory McGinnis coming in for Becky Sanderson, and coming in for Christ the King, number 32, Lauren Serafino.
Shot by Madison Gray.
Yeah, Christ the King's doing a really nice job on the board today, Brendan. It's one and done for West Rutland pretty much on every possession.
Definitely.
It's been a definite difference between the two teams. Christ the King has had a lot of second chance opportunities. They're getting the offensive rebounds. West Rutland is still remaining in their zone. They're content with forcing Christ the King to pass it around. We've got dribble penetration by Dugan.
Sicily looking to maybe push it under there, and with a shot.
Nice rebound by Hannah Rivers. Cecily McCormick right there, put her hands on it. It is going to be a jump ball, but it will be West Rutland possession coming back up the floor. So I think we need to see a little more movement out of the West Rutland team on the offensive end. It's a lot of dribble penetration right now. A lot of one-on-one stuff instead of moving the ball around. We'll see what Christ the King does here. 32 seconds to go in the half with a nice 12-point lead. Looks like they might be holding for a final shot at this point.
Cecily with penetration.
Oh, and the shot goes up, and once again, there's Dugan on the offensive boards. Puts the shot up. No, she's in. Oh, McCormick once again just diving in there, grabbing hold of that ball. She earns the jump ball. We have 10.7 seconds to go. 12-point lead for Christ the King, and it's their ball underneath the West Rutland hoop. See what they draw up on this inbound play.
Catherine Dugan with the shot.
Looks like it's going back to West Rutland. They got 8 seconds left. Let's see if West Rutland can get the ball up the court and get a shot off.
Madison Gray really looking to push it up. Maybe looking for that dribble penetration. Looking at Madison.
So at the half, we have a 16-4 lead for Christ the King over West Rutland. We will take a 5-minute break and come back for the second half. Okay, and we're back for the start of the second half, or we're partially back. Christ the King has just taken the floor. West Rutland's getting some final coaching tips from Coach Peter Baird. West Rutland has got a little bit of a mountain to climb here. What do you think, Brendan? They got 4 points in that first half, but they trail by 12.
Yeah, they really should try to change up their strategy a little bit. They're really getting pressured as soon as they get over the half-court line.
Yeah, I think they got to look to move the ball a little bit quicker. I think they're getting in bad positions. They're getting trapped. I think they got to look to move the ball quicker. It is going to be West Rutland's ball coming out, and they're going to be shooting on the opposite end in front of their coach. So maybe being in front of the coach will help them organize their offense a little bit more. So the ball's being put back into play by Alyssa Perkins. Get it into Madison Gray, and we're starting the second half in the first round game between West Rutland and Christ the King. Madison Gray gets a nice steal back after losing possession of the ball. Looks like we might be seeing, nope, I thought we might be seeing a little man-to-man. Madison Guay was up. But West Rutland is going to stay in their zone. Dugan with a deep shot just inside the three-point arc. She just buried it too. Tell you, she's a nice player. She's fun to watch. She does a little bit of everything for the team. The only thing I haven't seen her do today is run the point. And that's because I think Cicely McCormick does a really nice job on that. Nice closeout. Get it into Caitlin Shutt. Ball off her hands and stolen away by Cicely McCormick. Oh, nice look up ahead by Cicely McCormick, and the layup is off the rim. Kick it back out, up again, bounces, and falls off the rim to the front.
Offensive rebound by number 32, not on the roster.
Oh, 32, Lauren Serfino, on the opposite side of your program there. Yeah, Christ the King's done a lot of that. They have a lot of offensive boards. They're able to get the ball into good scoring locations, and got a hoop by number 20, Olivia Calvin. I think that's her first basket of the day. Oh, great handwork up top. Alyssa Perkins gets the steal back for West Rutland. See if she can keep it in bounds. And they're saying last touch by West Rutland. It will be gold ball. Mallory McGinnis is coming back in. And we're not sure who's going off because she didn't tell anybody. Oh, Caitlin Shutt is coming off for West Rutland.
Looks like again, West Rutland's running a zone. Really looking to try to give them the shots, keep it outside game.
And Christ the King's doing some nice work. They're running a player across the low blocks, and they have a player at the foul line looking to penetrate through the pass. They get it in that location. They get it down low.
A short corner pass.
And another offensive rebound by Dugan. And that ball last touched by Christ the King. So West Rutland will get the ball. Looks like Cicely McCormick is still putting a little bit of pressure in on the West Rutland guards. Nice ball. Nice pass up over the top. Hannah Rivers. A little loose with that dribble. Gets a hand in. Nice ball. Madison Guay. Again. That's the second time this game that Madison Guay has made a contested shot, been fouled, and gone to the line. Let's see if she has the ability to make this an and one play and get the three-pointer the old-fashioned way. We got 20-6. Christ the King's leading right now. Madison Guay at the line for one. Ball's up. Bounces around and drops in. And West Rutland will take a timeout, and we will take a short break here at West Rutland with the score 20-7. Okay, we're back after the timeout. West Rutland just got a three-point play the old-fashioned way with an and one from Madison Guay. Cut the lead back to 13. So we got a 20-7 score, 3:41 left in the third quarter. It'll be Christ the King's ball. Christ the King's ball, and looks like West Rutland is going to put a little bit of pressure on. They're up. Hannah Rivers is putting some pressure on Cicely McCormick.
They're really looking to trap her in those corners.
And for the first time this game, West Rutland is out in a man-to-man, and Cicely McCormick takes advantage of that, turns the corner, gets all the way to the rim. But it'll be West Rutland's ball down underneath. We'll see how this changes the flow of the game. Christ the King's been patient in really passing the ball around the zone. West Rutland and the man, we'll see if it changes the flow of this game and if West Rutland can get some more steals and get the ball back and get some more offensive opportunities. Nice pass.
Looking up. Shot by number 20.
It's Olivia, right?
Calvin.
McCormick gets the ball after mad scramble. West Rutland is in the man. Over to Olivia, nice block by Mallory McGinnis. Another shot. I'll tell you, Catherine Dugan, like I said, she's everywhere. She's got to be close to 10 boards on the day. And a lot of those are offensive. Hannah Rivers makes a nice play, turns the corner, up and in. West Rutland now has 9. It's 20-9. They've cut the lead to 11. It's the closest they've been here in the second half. I think they're getting a little bit of energy from this man-to-man defense that they're playing, and they're really starting to push the pace on the offensive end of the floor.
Definitely that last bucket brought up the spirits of the West Rutland team.
We get a steal from West Rutland. Oh, and it's steal back from Dugan. Christ the King pushes the ball forward. It's off Olivia's hand and goes out of bounds. West Rutland's bringing in a couple subs. Hannah Rivers comes out of the game. Becky Sanderson comes out. Caitlin Shutt has now checked in, and Haley Parker is in the game. Madison Guay brings the ball up. Christ the King is playing a man-to-man as well, and West Rutland is looking to move the ball around. Nice step through. Nice takeaway there by Emily Hathaway on the steal. Once again, if you're following along with the program, her number is 5 today, not number 4. They get the ball in at the foul line.
Those pocket passes.
Big difference in this game is the ability to offensive rebound by Christ the King. That was at least 4 opportunities for Christ the King on that one possession, and they finally were able to drop it in to stretch the lead back to 13 points for Christ the King. Alyssa Perkins gets the ball to Caitlin Shutt. Caitlin Shutt gets closed off there by Cicely McCormick. Need some people moving. Ball gets knocked out of her hand, so she gets her dribble back. Gets closed off in the corner. And we have a foul on Christ the King. I think that might be the first mistake that we've seen out of Dugan today. She got caught on that reach when they trapped Alyssa Perkins in the corner.
Good now.
Oh, ran a nice inbound play, and the cutter stopped running, and the pass went to no one. Ball out of bounds. Be Christ the King down underneath the hoop. See if West Rutland stays with their full court press. Got a lot of holding going on there with no call.
Cicely McCormick really trying to push up the ball here.
Dugan, nice pass inside. And another offensive board for Christ the King. Dugan back inside.
Up and left.
Hathaway's had a couple really nice looks there, and they just fallen off the rim. And then we get a made basket by number 7, Kristen Vanderbilt. I believe that's her first bucket of the day too, Brendan.
Oh,
so
definitely.
they're really spreading the scoring around amongst all the players from Christ the King today. So we got 6.5 seconds left. 24-9 lead for the Crusaders from Christ the King. And West Rutland looking to put something on the board before time expires here. Ball comes into Mallory McGinnis. We get a jump ball, and the ball is going to go back to Christ the King. So with 4.7 seconds to go in the third quarter, Christ the King's ball.
Been a long day, Johnny.
Christ the King gets it in.
Really going to try to push this up. Maybe get one last shot off. Oh, steal by Madison Way.
The time expires on the third quarter. We have a 24-9 lead for Christ the King over West Rutland. We're going to take a short break before the fourth quarter. Okay, we're back here at West Rutland for the start of the fourth quarter of this first round matchup between West Rutland White and Christ the King Crusaders. Christ the King has built a substantial lead. It's 24-9 at this point. It will be West Rutland ball coming out, and West Rutland's coach went into a man and put a little full court pressure and was able to get a couple buckets and a little bit of excitement out of it. But they got to do a better job cleaning up the glass. Christ the King is getting a lot of offensive boards. They're getting a lot of good stops by West Rutland and a lot of bad shot attempts, but we're not able to gain possession.
West Rutland still with the pressure.
So it's pretty amazing. This is the 55th year of this tournament, and how much it's grown over the years. The addition of the girls, the girls to the tournament last year. McCormick, while I was speaking, McCormick had a really nice drive, was fouled on her attempt. The basket is good, and she will go to the line for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. We have a pretty good crowd here for Sunday afternoon to watch this girls game.
It's definitely a bigger turn up than the JV boys games.
Yeah, Brendan Harvey plays here at West Rutland. He was a freshman on our JV basketball game, and yeah, like you said, the turnout today is more substantial than a lot of our JV basketball games, which is good because all this money and all the support goes back to the Booster Club, which in turn supports our West Rutland athletics here and has done it for many years. The uniforms that our kids are wearing today were all purchased by the West Rutland Booster Club a few years back, and our boys varsity basketball uniforms were a brand new purchase by the Booster Club. So a lot of support all the way up through from 5th through high school in all of our team sports here. Christ the King pushes the ball up, gets a nice look down underneath, and there is that Dugan again?
It is Dugan.
Dugan forces a jump ball down underneath. And the jump ball, the possession this time goes to Christ the King. Get a great look inside to Dugan.
Up and in,
yeah. Gets a nice shooter bounce.
Christ the King really not looking to let up on the offensive game here.
Cecily McCormick is a one-man press right now, or one-woman press, I should say, and is able to steal the ball back for Christ the King. We got 28-9, 4:43 left to play in the fourth quarter in this opening round game between West Rutland and Christ the King. Ball gets in, shots up, and Madison Guay is able to rip down the board. Still getting some pressure from McCormick. And Christ the King is playing really high on this defense. They are just looking to shut down any offense that West Rutland might be able to put up. Dugan again. Misses on the first one, gets her own rebound, puts it up and off the glass. McCormick steps through and gets a steal. And West Rutland coach Peter Baird has asked for a timeout, so we will take a short break here at West Rutland Gym. And we're back here at West Rutland, just about halfway through the fourth quarter, and Westside is trailing by 21 at this point. Looking to create some offense. Coach Peter Baird just got a timeout for his girls to discuss something, some strategy for the tail end of this game. Crowd keeps filtering in. It's getting bigger and bigger. We got a boys game to follow this one. And the teams are starting to get ready from both of those schools as well. Nice rebound by Hannah Rivers, down underneath on the block shot attempt. Mallory McGinnis with a block. I think Coach Peter Baird might have said, you know what, let's hit the offensive boards. We got nothing to lose. Because they just picked up several offensive rebounds and a lot of aggressive play. The West Rutland girls are a little fired up. It's good to see them still working hard.
Dugan pushing up the ball.
The ball's batted around. Comes over to the sidelines. Dugan with another rebound. Oh, we got a foul. Looks like a foul on Mallory McGinnis. Trying to get possession of that ball, reaching in and getting a piece of the arm there. So it'll be Christ the King's ball down underneath the hoop.
It's Dugan with another shot.
Said her name a lot today, both offensively and defensively. Alyssa Perkins turns the corner, trying to force herself into the lane, puts a shot up, bounces around, goes out of play, last touched by West Rutland. It looks like West Rutland's going to apply some pressure here. Becky Sanderson comes into the game for Caitlin Shutt. And West Rutland is playing a man press right now. Looking to create some steals, it looks like. Trying to pick up the pace of this game. Haley Parker does a nice job to force the ball into the corner. And Dugan falls out of bounds. Ball will go over to West Rutland.
It's like Becky Sanderson's going to take over the point guard position. See how she does.
She sets the pick. Perkins gets into the lane. She can't find anybody, so she forces up the shot, and it falls. She was in trouble. It looked like she was trying to get the ball into Mallory McGinnis, and that got closed off, and with a bunch of people around her, she forces up a shot, and it falls. West Rutland finally breaks into double digits here today. Score of 30-11. Haley Parker gets a nice steal. You get to Perkins. They got to push the ball. Got to get a lot of shots. You never say never, but they got to get a lot of shots in a hurry here. Try to close this gap. They trap Hannah Rivers in the corner. Get the reach over the top. It is going to be a jump ball. And looks like it's West Rutland possession down underneath. So with 2:08 left to play in the fourth quarter here at West Rutland Hinchy Gym, we got a 30-11 score. Scott Maxim here with Brendan Harvey as my guest color for this fourth game of this Sunday of the Glodzik tournament. Christ the King just seems to keep getting the ball down into that low post and getting easy opportunities at the basket.
And that would be an up and in by Emma Stefarak.
Good job with that name. Stefarak?
Stefarak?
Stefarak. It's helpful when the bookkeeper from the other team's close by and she can correct us. So we apologize to any student athletes that we ruin their names on the air. The man pressure seems to be working a little bit. The ball seems to keep getting separated, but it winds up in the hands of Christ the King almost every single time. Haley Parker grabs the rebound, gets it to Alyssa Perkins. She needs to push it up the floor. We got just over a minute to play here in this West Rutland Christ the King game, with Christ the King up 32-11. Offensive rebound by Mallory McGinnis. Go up, Hannah Rivers up. Ball bouncing around, it comes back to Becky Sanderson, who puts it up. Or no, gives it to Alyssa Perkins, who puts it up. West Rutland is putting on all kinds of pressure here. There's nobody for her to get the ball to. Might get a 10-second call here. And they just get it over the timeline. And the ball's lost out of bounds. So 45.8 seconds to go. It looks like Christ the King is definitely going to move on to the next round. And this West Rutland girls team, primarily made up of fifth graders, gained some valuable experience in the Glodzik and will return next year for another opportunity. Alyssa Perkins with the ball. And Christ the King is still in that man and doing high pressure and working really hard. They force a held ball at the top. This Christ the King team has worked from start to finish. They have not let up. They are still pressuring the ball hard, trying to make sure that West Rutland doesn't get the ball into good opportunities. Alyssa Perkins, though, she's got a wide open lane. She pulls up her dribble, passes it back out to Haley Parker. Gets back to Alyssa Perkins, who gets in, puts it up and in. I think Alyssa Perkins has at least 6 of the West Rutland's 13 points today. She might even have more. She's had a nice game on the offensive end for West Rutland. And that closes out this game at the Hinchy Gymnasium between West Rutland and the Lady Cruisers from Christ the King. 32-13 is our final. Thanks for listening in to this broadcast. Scott Maxim and Brendan Harvey signing off.